Sid Vicious Davis Productions. Must be the prequel to Girls Town. God, I hope Mammy Van Doren's in this. The cooperation of the Englewood Police Department, Englewood Unified School District, and Sister Assumpta. Girls Town, Girls Town. Norma Neufner. Ah.
I'm Norma Neufner, policewoman, attached to the juvenile division.
Known to the world as Man
I'm on a
Face.
call from a very worried mother whose daughter is missing. Her daughter's name is Judy
Not
Miller.
Judy. No, ma'am, it's transgender. That'll stand out.
Judy enjoyed babysitting, but there weren't enough jobs in most people she knew, so she decided to advertise at the supermarket for extra work.
Phenobarbital is my friend. That's why my arms don't move when I walk. The phone.
Late the following afternoon, the phone rang, and Judy was offered a job for that evening.
What is she, a hitman?
The man told her he and his wife were going out to dinner, and that their regular could he pick her up in 15
The regular what? 15 minutes? What? Let's see. Dear God, I'm only 13. Tito
Judy's mother
Puente.
hadn't returned when it was time to go, so she left a message by the telephone.
She got a maternity coat on? Yes, as humping the butler takes her to her destination. Dear Mother, I hate you and resent your love. P.S. Your skin smells like bologna. Love, Judy.
When her mother
That's it.
came home,
I'm
she
calling
found Judy's
Faisal the
note,
white
called the
slaver.
number to let Judy know she was home in case she wanted anything.
Mom has an abacus on her wrist. As the radio plays, music to dial by.
Hello?
A woman answered, but she didn't know anything about Judy and told Mrs. Miller she must have the wrong number.
No, I'm not a whore. Up yours, Gash. Gee, it was so nice of Mom to call. What's this? Tap Hunter's a gay? My computer date should be calling any minute now.
By midnight, Mrs. Miller was really worried. She phoned the police and was transferred to juvenile. I took the necessary
John Travolta
information
is
and
Norma
assured her we do
Neufner
everything
in
we
Glenn and
could.
Glenda.
She'd have to try to be
God, it's
patient and
him.
wait. The waiting lasted almost a week.
That's okay, I have a magazine.
Then the report came in. Judy's body had been found on a lonely desert road.
What? Wow. Okay.
The most difficult part
Hey,
of
mister.
my job is bringing bad news to parents.
Yeah, I'm trying to pass myself off as a woman.
You can never find the right words to tell a mother her daughter has been murdered.
That's why I use the
Judy
wrong
hadn't
ones.
done anything wrong. She'd only been careless.
She was stupid.
Careless about whom she'd trusted.
It was her
In
fault.
itself, there'd been nothing wrong about advertising for a job, but it led her to trusting a person she knew nothing about. A mentally sick
Mom's
person
restraining
who used
herself
her
from
innocent
choking
ad as
Neufner.
an introduction to
Oh,
domestic
it's not my
violence.
daughter, it's your face. It's so hideously masculine and upsetting.
Being
Hey,
safe is
Haley
often no
Mills.
more than applying good judgment in everyday life.
And not being stupid
One
like
night while
Judy.
Barbara was babysitting, the doorbell rang.
Oh God, not
She
babysitting.
didn't open the door, but called and asked who it was. A stranger said his car had broken down and couldn't use the phone.
Yeah,
Barbara was very polite, but
car.
she told him she was babysitting and expecting a call from her parents. However, she was sure the next door neighbors were home and perhaps he could use their phone.
However,
The stranger thanked her and left.
wet
Now,
blanket.
Barbara had been polite and helpful, but she hadn't taken any chances. And when her father called, she was safe.
Unlike that imbecile Judy Miller who had no father. Well, gotta go drain the lizard. Oh, I'm just embarrassed now. Oh, that polite babysitter left me flaccid. Let's go over here and try these girls.
Friday night was
Floor
movie time for
sticky.
Sally and Elizabeth.
Oh,
Their parents
hey,
all had
sister.
been taking them and picking them up.
Charles Starkweather and Harry Glatman go cruising for chicks.
Theater, and when two older boys struck up a conversation and moved next to them, they were secretly pleased.
Yeah, secretly pleased and secretly squishy. Hey gang, did you hear about Judy Miller? Psh, what do you expect? I mean, babysitting? Gosh, she
At
must have been
intermission,
crazy.
Sally found it flattering to have her friends see her in the company of older boys.
Uh-oh.
When they asked if they could take the girls home, she was all for it.
Because Sally's
She
a
asked
trollop.
Elizabeth to call her folks and tell them that they
Come
could
on,
ride
please
with the
call.
friends'
Don't be a
parents.
bitch.
Elizabeth was tempted, but decided it wouldn't be right.
Since she's a gay
Sally
tennis
was
player.
disappointed.
Oh, well, fellas. I guess we'll just have to do it in the theater then. Oh, girl. What the hell? These guys, like, go
When the
looking
show
for
was
girls
over
at
and
the
they were
kiddie
leaving, the
matinee?
boys suggested that if Elizabeth couldn't go with them, why didn't Sally come?
What the hell? Is this
Sally
guy
thought it
wearing
was
a
a great
butcher
idea and
apron?
asked Elizabeth to tell her
Christ,
folks
Jack
that
the
her
Ripper
parents
wasn't
would
that
pick her.
obvious.
Elizabeth didn't like the idea, but Sally insisted.
Elizabeth knows all boys and men are sexual predators.
So, Elizabeth left alone.
Bye, you loser. Come on, fellas.
Not any of the boys she went with had a car,
we have
so
a
it was
car.
fun riding with the older fellas.
Yeah, Leopold and Loeb were a barrel of laughs until... Hey,
But when they
hey,
drove
stop.
right past her house,
That's my house. Stop. You assholes. Go grease lightning. The chicks will win for
when they
grease
arrived at Lookout Peak,
lightning.
she was frightened.
Yeah, she was
Tried
frightened when
to
she saw a
convince
film
herself
crew
there was
waiting
nothing to
there.
worry about, but when they parked off the road, she knew she had
Oh,
gotten herself into something she
no.
couldn't
Ew, a bisexual threesome encounter. Oh, and in the 60s,
At midnight, her
too.
parents became alarmed and called an elf.
Oh, her dad is
Yes,
Father
Elizabeth was
Brown.
home. Hadn't they picked up
And
Sally?
Mom is played by G.W.
No, an
Bailey.
hour ago? Well, of course she could talk to Elizabeth.
What?
Between guilty tears, Elizabeth told what had happened.
You mean she pulled a Judy Miller?
Sally
Oh,
had been
wow,
found
Sally, you don't have to
walking down
reenact
the
it.
road from Lookout Peak. It was a night they'll
What's he
long
doing?
remember.
Sketching the
In fact,
suspected
Sally may never be able
tallywhackers?
to forget it.
What?
Often
23
innocent
cents?
places can turn out to be just where wrong associations are made.
Yes, like trolling outdoor burger joints at 3 p.m.
Robert frequented the malt shop in his spare time, which was considerable, as he'd finished high school and didn't work.
Newfner with a
Here
little
he sought
dig.
out the company of younger teenagers because he wasn't accepted by those of his own age group.
I know, because I dated
Mary
him.
and her girlfriend could always be found at the malt shop after school.
Yeah, she's practicing for her future as a barfly. Here you go, Predator.
Mary had seen Robert before and thought he was very good looking,
No.
so she was naturally flattered when he singled her out and struck up a friendly conversation.
Hi, I have a daughter
He was
about
fun
your
to
age.
talk to, and they discussed everything from cars to movie stars.
And even the deal with his huge chin.
When he offered her a ride home, she was only too happy to accept.
Oh god, and so the terror begins. Here, let me put your bike with training wheels into the back of my truck.
Look, gang, can you believe Mary? Just like that slut Sally, she's going to get an eye poked out with his thing, you know? That's what my mother says happens.
Wow, the music. What is it, American in Paris?
They drove around for a while and talked. Mary was a good listener, and
Uh-huh.
Bob enjoyed nothing more than talking about himself.
That's because all boys are narcissistic beasts with ugly pizzles.
Mary knew her mother would be upset if she came home with an older boy, so Bob dropped her at the corner.
He had to go do a stint for American Graffiti. Okay, bye then. Gosh, there must be something wrong with me. He didn't assault me or even kill me. What's wrong with
After
me?
that, they saw a good deal of each other.
They played
At
doctor
first, Bob
often.
was willing to see her at the malt shop. But as time went on, he became jealous of her friends and insisted on their spending more time alone.
Or maybe he couldn't deal with 14-year-olds he wasn't dating. What are they headed to Chuck E. Cheese now? Yes, it's Eisenhower's America, and being Caucasian is all the rage.
They began to go to secluded places, and their relationship became more intimate.
Ew,
Mary knew things were getting out of hand because Bob became more and more demanding.
with his boner.
But not wishing to lose his friendship or the prestige she enjoyed from her friends for having an older
Oh
boyfriend,
no.
she complied with his desire.
Filthy unchristian sex. As the sweet soul of her hymen slips the surly bonds of earth.
Then Mary found she was in trouble and had to tell her parents.
Whoopsie.
But now
I
it
don't
was too
care.
late for
Oh my
advice,
God, it
and
was
Mary
worth
had
it.
to be taken out of school and placed under the guidance of juvenile authorities.
She is now a felon.
Unfortunately, Mary's story is not an unusual one.
Yeah, not in Peyton
Too many
Place.
young girls are flattered by the attention of older boys. and
You
don't
like older
realize
men, huh?
that
You
too late
chippy, you harlot.
who cannot
You
compete
forgot
in their own
strumpet.
age group are often not well adjusted and will spend
Well,
too much in a relationship
So,
with
you
younger
free
girls.
Friday night?
You see, it's often the things
So,
that are
it's an
done
abortion
without
all
thinking
around
that
then.
get young people into trouble.
Mhm.
Trying to move too quickly into a world of grown-ups with a young person's fate.
Mhm. Boys will
often
only
causes
make you a
heartache
statistic.
and disaster.
That's why I embrace misandry and celebrate my benign vagina. The end. For Mary. Doo-doo-doo.